this is Seth, and welcome to the Wrestling Time Post Show. It is Saturday, September 20th, 2025, and today I'll be talking about WWE WrestlePalooza. I'm not alone. Joining you for this review is none other than Michael 101591.
How you doing, everybody? Thank you, Attila, once again for having me on. It is WrestlePalooza Saturday.
Yep, and we've got quite a few things to talk about. But let's get things off talking about the biggest mixed tag match of all time. This was probably the biggest mixed tag match since Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
At WrestleMania 34.
Yeah, there were
In New Orleans.
Yeah, there was so much anticipation around this mixed tag match because this was AGP's first match back in over 10 years.
Yeah.
So it made sense that it was going to be a tag match. Honestly, I don't know how you feel, but this was my favorite match of the night. This was a really fun match. I think everybody played their roles to the way they were supposed to play. This was incredible. This was fucking great. Like AJ Lee, she's been out of the ring for 10 years. She did not miss a beat. Like it looked like she just has been in the ring this entire time. Like
it's like she never left.
Yeah, it's like she never left. You know, I really like when she did the Black Widow on Seth Rollins. You know, I know some people probably didn't like the fact that this match was mostly Punk and Rollins, but that was the whole point.
But you know what it was? It was trying to tell a story.
Exactly. You know, I ain't even mad that this match was mostly Punk and Rollins.
Yeah, you just don't want to get into see, this match has a story. You don't just want to get into the match, all of a sudden the bell rings, all of a sudden they start going at it. You want to take this match, this storyline needed to take its time and tell a story and tell its story.
Yeah, I really like when she did the Black Widow on Rollins. She did the Black Widow on Becky Lynch. This was really fun. My God.
Exploder to Becky.
The Exploder to Becky. Seth Rollins mocking AJ Lee with her skipping.
Seth and Becky delivering double pedigrees to Punk.
The double pedigrees was fun. Or how about AJ Lee doing the curb stomp to Seth Rollins? Mm-hmm. This was great. This was a really fun match.
And the crowd popped for AJ. They wanted AJ in the match. That's what they came to see.
Well, yeah, of course. I wanted to see AJ Lee and Punk win, and they did. AJ Lee getting the victory here by putting Becky Lynch in the Black Widow, making her tap out, which obviously, like you said, there's a story in this match. So presumably it will be AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch for that Intercontinental title.
Yeah. And AJ is going to be the one to take the title off of Becky.
Yeah.
This is not their last time.
Oh no, for sure. I don't know if we're gonna get ourselves, the match at Crown Jewel with the blow off happening at Survivor Series, but definitely we're gonna probably get at least 2 matches out of them. The title match and then the rematch.
I don't see the AJ Becky match happening in Perth. I think it's going to happen at Survivor Series.
Which I'll be at Survivor Series.
Lucky you.
Yeah, no, but like I said, I think at the most we're going to get 2 matches out of this before for the IC title.
I think we'll just get a random one-on-one match in Perth against AJ and Becky, and then it's going to lead to Becky or AJ finally getting Becky for the title at Survivor Series.
Yeah, for sure. But this was a great match. Like I said, favorite match of the night.
It wasn't my favorite match of the night, but it was fun for what it was. I enjoyed it. And it was good to see AJ Lee back in the ring.
It was.
No signs of ring rust, though.
Yeah. Like I said, that's why they had to make this a tag match so she could get her groove back.
And they gave her a lot of time.
Mm-hmm. This is, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the longest match she's had in her career, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I can't remember.
Yeah, because it had to have been because the women weren't having long matches back then.
Yeah, she didn't have a long match with Paige. She didn't have a long match with I can't remember.
Nikki.
Yeah, like Nikki Bella.
Mm-hmm.
Alicia Fox, no.
Yeah.
Caitlyn.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have any long matches with them.
Yeah.
Her first one.
Mm-hmm. I also like the table spot where Becky shoved AJ to Rollins and Punk.
Yeah.
That was a fun spot. All right. Well, what were your thoughts on this match?
Very fun match it was. I really enjoyed it. I knew that CM Punk and AJ Lee were going to get the win over here. And I said AJ, she did very good in this match with her being out of the ring for 10 years. And, you know, it's like what we said. It felt like she never left.
Yeah.
Like she just went on a 10-year hiatus. And, you know, she came back just like that.
Yep.
And she signed a multi-year deal, so this is not going to be a one-off match.
Oh no. Like we said, she's definitely taking that title off of Becky Lynch. All right, so WrestlePalooza actually kicked off with John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. And I feel like this was your typical run-of-the-mill Lesnar-Cena match. This was really nothing special about this match. You've seen this match a million times before. I did like John Cena's entrance with all the little kids. And one of the things that I
think they were Make-A-Wish kids.
Yeah. And one of the things that I did like was after Brock Lesnar defeated John Cena, they cut to the crowd and they showed all these poor little kids crying. I'm like, oh wow, like Brock Lesnar really made a bunch of kids cry.
See, now the thing is, with Brock Lesnar, do we all remember a time when Brock Lesnar came into WWE and he had more moves than just a German suplex and an F5? I want to have Brock Lesnar back.
Me too.
This is like a watered down version of Brock Lesnar that we've been getting like ever since he came back in 2012.
Didn't he used to do like the moonsault or something?
Yeah, he did the moonsault, but I guess he doesn't do that anymore because he got concussed. He did that moonsault with Kurt Angle in the WrestleMania 19 match, and he botched that moonsault, and he landed on his head, and that gave him a concussion. So I think that's the reason why he doesn't do that no more.
Yeah. But no, like I said, this was your typical Lesnar Cena match. You know, I think this was the right choice to open the show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because you can guess, folks. If he said German suplex, F5, F5, ding, 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 you win.
Yeah, because had this main evented, I don't know how I would have.
It took Lesnar 6 F5s to keep Cena down.
Wow.
And then post-match, he delivered another F5 to Cena. After he F5'd the ref. So 7 F5s in total he gave Cena.
I wonder if this might tie into the vision because Paul Heyman was out there introducing Brock Lesnar.
Well, I said this in my review last night. I think Paul Heyman's going to be managing the vision, and he's going to be managing Brock Lesnar.
So, that'd be interesting. I guess we got to wait and see what that leads to. All right, next we get the Vision versus Jimmy and Jay. I don't know about you, but I really didn't care for this match. I'm just so tired of Braun Strowman and Braun Breaker. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's just their booking. It's the fact that they always open Raw and the way they close Raw.
They always main event the show.
Exactly. You know, I just they actually ended up winning this match, even though LA Knight, was special guest referee. But I guess it makes sense because Seth Rollins lost later in the night, so somebody of the Vision had to win. Otherwise, this group would have just been.
I mean, this was a good match, though. I mean, it was a tag team match, but then out of nowhere, it becomes a street fight, no holds barred match because there's still chairs being involved. A table was involved.
Well, when LA Knight, special guest referee, he let thing slide.
You let things slide. So it became a street fight or a no holds barred match.
Yeah.
I'm watching. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? Is this a tag team match, or did somehow they just forgot to mention that this is a street fight or a no holds barred match?
Didn't Jimmy, or was it Jay that got busted open during this match?
It was Jimmy that got busted open.
Right, Jimmy got busted open during this match.
Yeah.
But the match itself wasn't bad. I'm just, again, it's the booking. Like, if the Vision weren't constantly opening.
It was Jay that got busted open.
Oh, Jay?
Jimmy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, Jay. If it wasn't for the fact that the Vision wasn't constantly opening Raw and closing SmackDown and feeling like we're in Groundhog Day, I probably would care a little bit more.
You know, I was watching SmackDown last night and I saw the Vision there. I'm like, oh, don't tell me the Vision are going to be main event in SmackDown now.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily that wasn't the case.
Oh, yeah. I think you would have.
I'm like, why are they on SmackDown? They're Raw guys.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to say before we move on to the next match?
I hope we don't get another main event with the Usos and the Vision this Monday on Raw, which obviously we probably will.
Oh God. Why are you putting that out there?
Because they don't know how to book a main event. They're so bankrupt on ideas that they have to book the Vision and Jey Uso and have LA Knight in there.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So next we get Io Sky versus Stephanie Vaquer for the Vaquer Women's World Title match.
Best match of the night.
So obviously, this is not the first time that these ladies go 1-1. And I thought this was a good match as well. And with Stephanie Vaquer being the winner, I can't help but to wonder if this was always the plan. Like, I know Naomi vacated the title, so I wonder if Stephanie Vaquer was supposed to win at Clash in Paris.
That would have been the case, though.
Yeah, and I don't think she should have won at Clash in Paris. I think Naomi should have retained and had a pretty decent title ring.
Yeah,
which
she vacated the title. I think that was a right move for her.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Because then it would have been, if she wasn't pregnant, then she would have just been a transitional champion.
Yeah, and that would have sucked because she was doing the best work of her career.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, again, this match begs the question: was Asuka correct? Io Sky couldn't win alone because she said she wanted to do this alone. She didn't win alone.
Well, if it happened with Asuka and Kairi out there, I'm like, yeah, they're gonna probably give Io the title, and she'll just be another transitional champion again.
Well, actually, I thought that if the Kabuki Warriors were out there, they were gonna help
turn heel.
Yeah, they were gonna help Io Sky, but because I thought that they were building to Asuka versus Io, but things are interesting now because, like I said, like Asuka had told Io, you didn't win alone, and she didn't win alone here either. So what's gonna happen? Is Io Sky gonna turn heel? Or are the Kabuki Warriors gonna turn on Io?
Kabuki Warriors are gonna turn on Io.
Yeah, I think more than likely the Kabuki Warriors are gonna turn on Io. They've been building to that. And what, we're gonna get Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus the Kabuki Warriors?
Maybe, yeah.
All right. Before we get into the main event, we find out, courtesy of the Undertaker, that Stephanie McMahon
the American
is the
Badass
first
Undertaker.
The American Badass version
came out on the motorcycle, just like old times back in the day.
We find out that Stephanie McMahon is the first inductee in the class of 2026. And honestly, I can't believe she's going in before Chyna gets her solo induction.
Well, you know why she's only going in.
Yeah, exactly. I will say, Stephanie did a lot. She did a lot. She was a major player.
She was a former women's champion.
Yeah, she was a major player during the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era. So it's no surprise she's going in, But
good on her. Well, deserved.
Yeah. So we'll see who else joins her for the class of 2026.
Hopefully Batista.
Yeah, Batista would be a good choice.
They've been talking about it and they keep pushing it back.
Batista should have gone in for 39 when they were in Hollywood. Would have made sense.
Are we going to get John Cena in the Hall of Fame next year? That's probably going to happen once he has his final match.
Oh, right? Yeah.
When we get to maybe February, probably mid-February, John Cena, 2026 WWE Hall of Fame.
Right, that fast? All right. So the main event ends up being Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE title. Honestly, this should have gone second to last.
This was predictable.
Yeah, this is really predictable. I felt so bad for Drew McIntyre because what's that saying? You're always a bridesmaid, never the bride.
Mm-hmm.
This was Drew McIntyre's case. Like he's always a contender, but never the world champion. Hasn't been world champion in what, 5 years?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, so I just felt so bad for him. Honestly, like this, I would not have minded if the mixed tag match main evented.
Yeah, I would have liked if the mixed tag match would have main evented. Send the crowd home happy.
Exactly, because this was really predictable, you know, and it's
Drew McIntyre delivered that Claymore through the table.
Yeah,
that's what cost him.
This was probably like the best spot in the whole match. All right, but I don't really have much to say about the main event.
Yeah, me neither.
So on a scale from a 1 to a Sean Spears perfect 10, what would you rank tonight? The WrestlePalooza?
5 out of 10. It was mediocre show. For the first show being on ESPN on its new app, people had to pay $30 for this to use the to get the app to watch the PLEs. If I paid the $30, I would have felt ripped off for the show.
I have to say I want to be generous and give this a 6. I thought it was an okay show. I feel like what would have made it a little bit of a stronger show was the order of the matches. It's crazy how the order of the matches affects the whole show. I think that Cody and Drew should have gone on either third to last, but I don't think that they should have main evented. I think the final 2 matches should have been the mixed tag match and the women's world title match.
Oh, the Undisputed WWE Championship on the line. You knew it was going to be main event.
Yeah, that's true.
No way they would have booked it elsewhere.
I know.
The main WWE title's got to go on in the main event.
Yeah, but I have to agree with you. With this being like the big debut on ESPN, you'd have thought that WWE was going to go all, no pun intended, all out, all in or all out on this pay-per-view. And I honestly just felt like this was just like some of these matches were Raw matches, SmackDown matches.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Triple H promised, we would get surprises tonight. Where were the surprises?
Yeah, we didn't get a single surprise on this show. Oh, no. The Undertaker American Badass was your surprise. That was your surprise.
He said surprises.
Plural.
He didn't say a surprise. He said surprises.
It is true. Alrighty. I guess that's it. Unless there's anything else you want to talk about.
What do you think about the ESPN app? Because I know you said you signed up for it.
It was okay. As long as I just feel like $30 is a lot. But I understand because you're not just getting the WWE stuff, you're getting a whole bunch of other stuff too. But see, for someone like me that just likes pro wrestling, really doesn't care about all the other stuff, it's a lot. It's a lot of money just to watch wrestling pay-per-views,
Yeah, because I wouldn't watch nothing else on the app, just WWE. And
exactly.
Since I have my provider, I get to watch it for free.
Exactly.
The provider carries the ESPN channels.
But I think that's my case with everything. I mean, for the longest time, Netflix was just sitting there. I only used it to watch Power Rangers. Then they took Power Rangers off Netflix, and it was just sitting there. Now I got Raw. Same thing with Peacock. For the longest time, I mean, Peacock was just there. I never used it except when a PLE was on.
And now you probably cancel it because you don't watch NXT. Saturday night's main event's going to be on there first.
No, I might just keep it. We'll see.
So, but I feel like for people that only want to watch the PLEs, I think it's going to be a waste of money for them because if they don't watch any other sports on the ESPN app and they're only just going to watch it for WWE, then like I said, I feel like it's going to be a waste of money for them, even if the PLEs are like decent or subpar.
Yeah, exactly. Now, unless you have a family,
because people then are going to be like, oh well, that PLE wasn't worth $30.
Exactly. Now, unless you have a family member that watches sports that is willing to share the app with you, I feel like it's okay. But for you to pay $30 just to watch these shows, yeah, it's gonna, yeah.
That's why
it's a lot.
That's why I miss the WWE Network.
Me too. It was $9.99, and I got everything.
$9.99 a month.
Yep.
You got all your bang for your bucks there. All the content there.
Yep.
Now on Netflix, you only get old Raw episodes, and they're not even complete years. They're missing years.
Mm-hmm. All right, Mike. Where can people find you?
Well, you guys can find me at my channel here, Michael101591. I do WWE reviews, Monday Night Raw every Monday, SmackDown every Friday. I have movie reviews that I do, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K updates. I have old school commercials on my channel. So go check them out. As soon as me and Attila finish, my full in-depth review of WrestlePalooza is going to be up, where I talk about the show and the matches move to move. So stay tuned for that. Also, I have the Bell Call podcast that I do with my buddy Noah Kaser from time to time. So check out that. I don't know when the next episode is going to be up when we do that. Attila pops on my channel from time to time. She is a backup on the Bell Call podcast if my buddy Noah can't make it. So we pre-record an episode. So you'll see her on that. And so if you like what you see, subscribe to my channel.
And as for yours truly, you can check me. You can follow me on Twitter at @Attila_wrestling and occasionally Power Rangers. And then of course
she got to work on the Power Rangers content.
Yeah, I got to work on my Power Rangers content. And I'm trying to get back into live streaming on my regular schedule, which is Mondays and Fridays and Thursdays over on Body Sound for TNA Wrestling. But with that being said, thank you guys all so much for watching, for the continued support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell. Make sure you hit that bell so you get notified whenever I go live or release a new video. And I hope to see you guys Monday after Raw. Bye.
See ya.